97.7 WCTY, that was the latest from Little Big Town and your side of the bed. And I'm here, and we've got a guest, and it's Sergeant First Class Micah Welintukonis. And how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Man, I'm glad to have you here.
It's an honor to be here tonight. I really appreciate this, Jesse.
Yeah, it's the least we could do. You know, we're here to talk about a really cool event that's happening on July 9th of 2013. But before we talk about that event, let's go back to July 9th of 2012 and what happened that day.
We were located in Kandahar, Afghanistan, and we were living with the Afghan uniformed police as trainer mentors with them. And the compound came under attack. I ended up getting shot, and then afterwards we had unknown Americans down. So in the process of attempting to get to them, I was hit by a suicide bomber. And
then almost a year later, and we're getting some surgeries, a lot of therapy, a lot of recovery time, and already planning a long walk, 60 miles. And that is going to be on the anniversary date. And tell us the relevance of the date being a year later.
Well, the relevance is, I guess, most of us who come back from Iraq and Afghanistan, I don't know who coined the term, but it's now called like our Alive Day. So it's almost like a second beginning and a realization, you know, hey, you got this second chance in life, you know, and it's just like, hey, you gotta do something. You gotta move forward. You just can't sit there. You know, I still need another surgery on my left arm. I only have a 20-degree range of motion, but I want to do more. I want to help other vets, raise awareness. That's what I'm doing.
And three really great causes: the Wounded Warrior Project, which I talk about all the time, and I've said it before. 97% deliverables, which means 97 cents on every dollar goes directly to a recipient. With prosthetics, with therapy, with a hunting trip. And you've gone on some of these trips, right, with the Wounded Warrior Project?
Yep. I actually went on a trap and skeet shoot with my wife, Camilla, who's listening right now, so I love you, baby. They do a lot of events. They're a great organization, as well as the Veteran of Foreign Wars, which is the VFW. They also give back to the community, as well does the American Legion. So essentially, they're all helping vets. In addition to helping vets, they're sponsoring, you know, different programs for kids and youth groups and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And now, so July 9th, at 7:30 in the morning, we're going to be starting up in Willimantic, and that's going to be at the VFW, which is across from the McDonald's, and then there's a grocery store there, that intersection. And that's where the 60-mile trek begins. And we're looking for pledges. And, Micah, what's the site they can go on? We're going to have the links on our site and our Facebook page. But for now, where can they go?
You can go to a site that's called giveforward.com. It's one word. And then you could just type in my last name. My last name is actually 12 letters long.
Yes.
So it would just be easier going on 97.7, looking up my last name. And you can go right from there.
Yeah, we're going to have links on our Facebook page. We're going to tweet it. We're going to have it on our .com as well. And, it took me days to master your last name. And then I'm told by a mutual friend of ours, a military guy who's very involved with the Wounded Warrior Project, they just call you Sergeant Konis, right? That's what, if they meet you on the street, that's what they should say?
Yeah, that's the last five letters of my last name is Konis. So, you know, by the time somebody said Welintukonis, get down, you know, I'd be shot.
Yeah, that's a good point. The quicker they can say your name, the quicker you hit the ground.
Yep.
Well, we really hope we can see you all out there. We're going to get a bunch of American flags. We're going to really raise awareness for these three great organizations and try to make some money for all your brothers and sisters that are out there in the fight right now and that are going to be coming back and going through some things.
Yeah, we still have a group of Connecticut soldiers that are actually in Afghanistan, and they should be coming home in the next 2 or 3 months or so. So, you know, right now it's the middle of the fighting season, so just because you're not seeing stuff on the news right now, I can tell you for a fact that there's a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, God bless them and, you know, keep them safe. The war ain't over yet.
No, it's not, and no one should forget, and that's a big part of what we try to do here at night is to recognize the people. Now, I know, like yourself and other military folks, they're not big on being recognized by name. They're recognized as a unit, recognized as the military in the branch that you work with. I think for us civilians, though, it's a little different. We want to know the faces and the names in our neighborhoods in Eastern Connecticut, and when you come back, we want to shake your hands. We want to give you a hug. We want to say thank you. And I think a lot of people want to support our troops. They're not too sure how, and that's where we try to bridge the gap and how. And you go to our website, WC2I.com. There's all sorts of links from right here in the Navy for support for people on sub-base, wives, families that have loved ones out on submarines. And we have all the links right down to all the branches and how you can get involved. Like I know I spoke with our friend Michelle, who's stationed out in Afghanistan. They love letters. Love letters from school kids, and whatnot, and all these different websites like woundedwarriorproject.org, USO.org are great ways where the community can come together and really help out our soldiers, which we want to see you. July 9th, 7:30 a.m. over in Willimantic at the VFW as we begin a 60-mile trek. And plus, please go to our website as we will have stuff up there, our Facebook page and Twitters and all that fun stuff as we help support a great cause in Micah's 60-mile walk, which kicks off on July 9th. Well, Micah, thank you very much.
Hey, Jess, appreciate you having me here once again. And speaking of the Navy guys, there was a bunch of guys that actually came up from the Navy. Me being an Army man, this is
it's crossing lines.
Kind of, yeah, you're crossing in enemy territory, so to speak. But, the guys from Groton, they really did a lot of stuff. They came up to, my wife and I's house, and this is before our son was born. We just had a son born January 2nd, which,
and congratulations, very cool.
Perfectly healthy baby, but the Navy really stepped up, a bunch of other people, Tim Ackard, Congressman Joe Courtney. I mean, there's so many names. Like, I could go on and on and on. And I just want to help. Next year is going to be even bigger. I'm going to try and do something more.
Yeah, and I'm bringing some of my musicians friends in, and the last stop of the VFW, we're going to hope to have a little concert, a little party, and maybe raise some even more money for a great cause.
Awesome.
All right, man. When we'll have Micah in with Jimmy and Shelly, I'm sure, in a morning show and our sister stations, and we're really going to try to spread the word and make this walk one for the history books as we try to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project, American Legion, and VFW. And we'll look forward to seeing you up there. And please keep track of it all on our website and our social media. And we'll be back with Luke Bryan. So we took a break from the request and back to it right after this. 97.7 WCTY.
Get ready.